pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me. I got options. Real stepper. Check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good. Where my hopping done at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk on play. But you better not come home like this. We was young, racing. Carefree was the best time. Fast forward days, dreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun.
You're ready for a show? You're ready for a show?
Ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch. Pop up clean room. Everyday celebration. Take a trip vacation. You deserve a day. You deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta keep back. Turn my cell phone
Grab
off,
your
wait till
cup
I
of
get
coffee,
back.
everybody. Here we go.
Ooh, yeah, this shit. Living my life with no regrets. So I titled, link up. Pull up on me. Where we at? We did chillin'. Where we at the spot. What time? Anytime. Link up.
All rise
We did
and
coolin'.
shine. Let's
Chill
go.
spot. What time?
Leave a voicemail. 804-592-6160.
Meet me at the spot.
Guys already know the
All
dealio.
night till the sunrise. Pop back cool. Get ready for the ride.
Hey, don't it feel good? Let's go.
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Who ready for a show?
He's simply ravishing.
What is going on, everybody? And welcome to the one, the only show that's going to give you the truth every single morning and tell you that you are simply ravishing. We got a big show today, everybody. I hope you're relaxing, chilling. Hope you got your cup of coffee, because you're going to need it today. Yeah, there ain't no better song than this one. Here it goes. You got your cup of coffee? Spank! Let's go, baby. We got a big show today, but look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're what? Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yankees Farm, the girl's going crazy for you. Same for you, Garcia. Same for you, Don Sicario. Frankie. Step through the curtain, coming right on time. The girls won't admit it, but they know he's fine, all right? I think that's the fiance. Maybe agrees. I don't know. Maybe she thinks I'm fine, guys. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get down to the show today. Guys, we got a wild one for you guys today. I promise you. I am pumped. I am ready to go. We're discussing many different topics today. I'm talking about from top to bottom, to left to right, to your mother's house, to your sister's house, to your father's place, and your uncle's little cottage down in the village somewhere. We're discussing it all today. I worked out. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. I've listened to that song about 46 times this morning. It's all I ever listened to. You want to know why? Because I told you guys. I'm simply ravishing. And so are you. And so are you. Look, you guys loaded up the voicemail line today. I think I got like 7, 8, 9 of them. Something like that. We're going to get to all that. It's a packed show. I'm telling you right now, this is an absolutely packed show. We got to talk about Yankee spring training. We got some clips to show you guys. We always start off kind of with what's new in the news today. Then we're going to get to more of the meat of the conversation. which is really some Aaron Boone comments, some news that came out this morning about left field, about third base, some stuff with Josh Donaldson, of course, and some Michael Kay comments that I'll be honest with you guys, man. I take a little bit of offense at, and I have to go to work on some of these guys because it's what I do. It's completely what I do. So before we go any farther, I just want to say hello to everybody that is here. You guys are amazing. You know I love you. You're absolutely the best. Let's see who we got in here today. Jacob Patrucci, my guy. Tyler Talbot, my guy. How you doing? Zach Brownish, how you doing? How you doing? Nate, my guy for a very long time, by the way, Nate. So he gets a little special shout out because Nate been back in like the kitchen videos, the cooking with the sauce videos. I'll make a little pasta fazool in front of everybody, you know, throw a little right up in there. We also go back to the car days, man. I mean, you know, awesome times. Chris Hogan, my guy. Hirsch, my guy. Spanky hates my guy, by the way. He hates when I say my guy. Don Sicario, that's my guy. My man coming up from like multiple states away to be at the event on April 1st. Hope you guys are there. Kevin, what's going on? Kev, Frankie Baseball. One of my guy. Frankie Baseball's my guy. Look, we do a show together over on NY Recaps. Another one's coming up soon. Stay tuned for that, guys. Anthony Garcia, he bringing the whole Brothers Garcia, per my understanding. The Brothers Garcia is going to show up at the event, so don't mess with those guys, okay? You mess with those guys, you mess with me, all right? You don't want to do that. Rod Thompson, what's going on with fam up in the house right now? Chris Perez Jr., what's going on? Fritty, what up, Fritty Fritz? Ivan, what's going on, fam? Siciliano, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, Siciliano. I don't forget you guys on any way. Siciliano, my friend, I hope you're recovering well. Hope you're doing good. TP Joseph, how you doing? Yanks Farm, fam. Right here, NyynewsTV fam up in the house. What's going on? Who else we got? Ronald Hansley, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Brad, what's going on from good old Australia? Yo, Joe, how you doing? JC said, what's up, Pete? How you doing? Doing good. Let me get a little sip of cough. And we're going to get into the first voicemail of the day, guys. Oh, that hits the spot, everybody. So, guys, you already know the dealio. Here's the cool thing. You can call into that voicemail line during the day, all right? You can call in during the day, during whatever time you're available to call in. Call in 804-592-6160. Kind of rolls off the tongue. 804-592-6160. Just say it with me. 804-592-6160. It just comes right out. And if you guys kind of noticed already, this is probably the most pumped I've been for a show. One, we got a shit ton to talk about. And two, the Yankees are once again just making the fools out of themselves. And I can't tolerate it. I got Ajit up to here already. You can't even see the Ajit. It's all the way up there. I woke up this morning, the Ajit looked down at me and said, oh, you in for something today. I said, I can't. I said, let me just have a good day, Ajit. And they said, Aaron Boone. You chose this, baby boy. Aaron Boone. So we're going to get to all that, but let's get to the first voicemail of the day. I love you guys. You're the best. Let's play it. Here we go. First voicemail of the day. We got quite a few.
Hey, what's up, Pete? I think you're doing a great job. I love the show.
Thank
all
you,
the shows. Friend. Spank, you got to watch out for that guy. He's nuts, man. But I wanted to say something about, Aaron Boone and Joe Torre. Joe Torre, everyone says he was a disciplinarian. He did all these, things. He didn't do much. He was a laid-back guy like Aaron Boone was. He just had better players. The players that Joe Torre had in the 90s and 2000s, they didn't mess around. They didn't take any shit from the other players. So some of the players started messing around. Hey, you can't do that stuff. Of course, Derek Jeter was the one to do that. Tino, was like that. I mean, I don't know about Paul. Paul seemed like a tough guy, but I think he was kind of a quiet dude, except for those Gatorade freaking water coolers. But
right.
See, Boone is letting his, when he tries to let his players do something, they don't do anything. They're not on each other's ass. That's why Gleyber Torres freaking skips along to first base every freaking time he hits the ball. Or if he doesn't hit a ball, when he strikes out and the ball goes in third, he's like, hey, yeah, maybe I'll go to first base. But that's the problem. That, the players don't keep each other accountable. Judge, only one person could do so much because you got 25 guys. You got one guy. Rizzo does something, okay. So here's the point. If these players are keeping each other accountable, then why was Gary Sanchez so damn lazy behind the plate? Why is Gleyber Torres not running to first base, right? Because then if that's true, then it's on Judge too, right? And if he's the captain now, he's got to say, hey, man, you got to run to first base.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens to Gleyber Torres this year. Let's see if he hustles. If he doesn't hustle, then it's on Boone, it's on everybody else, because nobody keeps each other accountable. That's why the players in the teams in the 90s and the 2000s, that's why they won, and that's why this team doesn't win. You think Houston, they're not keeping each other accountable? It looks like they do. We don't know because we're not Houston fans, but that's the way it goes. All right, pal. Great show. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, man, that was an absolutely awesome voicemail, by the way. Touched on a lot of points and a lot of good points, too, by the way. So I do want to touch on a couple of those points. One, I'll say this. It's very hard to compare any future team of the Yankees, any current team, any past team to the 98 team. And, I mean, I don't think you could find a more perfect club. I think one of the knocks on Joe Torre back in the day, if you guys remember, was that, well, look at the team he got. It should have been Buck Showalter. I mean, that was a lot of the comments you would even hear is that, hey, look, if Buck doesn't get fired and he stays there, he got a dynasty club. Anybody could have managed those New York Yankees to be a World Series team. Look, whether you want to flirt with that idea and say it makes sense, you can. But honestly, it really doesn't necessarily matter to the current Yankees now. And I understand the comparison and I get that. Here's the big difference, is that certain teams require more management than other teams do. I think a guy like Joe Girardi, who won a World Series with the Yankees, was a little more tough, was a little more hard on things. I think his style would play well for this current group. And what you said about leadership is spot on, man. It does now fall more on Aaron Judge. I gave him a bye last year and a couple of years in a row now because I simply said, hey, look, he's not named the captain. So what do you want him to do? He's not named the captain yet. But I do think there is a little more added pressure. And here's the other thing. I'm going to throw this out there right now. We don't know what happens in the clubhouse. We don't know. We don't know if Aaron Judge, not in the dugout, behind the scenes, pulled Gleyber aside and goes, hey, look, man, enough is enough with this. Can't do it no more. Can't do that. Enough is enough. We don't know how much of that is actually happening. We have no evidence of that happening or not happening. The only evidence that we have is what I've discussed. We see it happen from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and that is a problem. So that would make you assume that it's not happening. That would make you assume that the Yankees are not having those conversations with these guys in a matter where they take it seriously. That's my main concern. Guys, get the likes up. Thank you so much for the voicemail. We'll get to the next one shortly, but let's go ahead and get into some of the video we have right now. Let's switch on over. Let's take a listen to some stuff from Aaron Judge. Let's get this pulled up here. Let's get back to the beginning.
Aaron, leadership can be defined in many different ways.
Leadership, there we go.
In terms of your captaincy, how do you think you will lead?
Bruce, I'll be doing what I've been doing the past, 6 or 7 years. Try to lead by example. Be a voice for this team, on and off the field, and keep pushing this team to the ultimate goal of bringing a championship back to New York. That's why I'm here. One of the main reasons
here to win.
I wanted to come back.
Good answer.
Wear pinstripes, as we got a lot of unfinished business here. So looking forward to this new role, but I don't think a lot of stuff doesn't change for me. It got me in this position, and I just got to keep focusing on that and keep pushing.
I like Aaron Judge's answer, but it's a little different than when Derek Jeter was captain. Derek Jeter was captain of some great Yankee clubs, and we understand that. Here's my only thing that I would love to see Aaron Judge do, and it kind of goes back to what that voicemail also said. I do think Aaron Judge needs to have a little more presence when we look into that dugout. Again, it sucks because who the hell wants to talk any nonsense on Aaron Judge? Who wants to say that Aaron Judge maybe isn't doing as much as he should? Nobody wants to do that. Nobody at all wants to do that with Aaron Judge. We love this guy. We as Yankee fans all love Aaron Judge. And this is me being a little picky about the situation. I would like to see Judge lay a little discipline down to these guys. Look, the reason only why I say I think it's fine to say this, we saw Brett Gardner do it. We've seen Anthony Rizzo do it. When I remember, Gleyber Torres did something and Rizzo came over first, and then Judge followed. So a lot of people do say that, look, Rizzo's like, he won. He's won before. These guys have not won. Rizzo has. He's had those conversations with these guys. So I do think it's very, very big that Judge shows a little more in person, so to say, in those dugouts. Not a knock on him at all. I think that is very fair to say. Let's go ahead and get to this next one here from Aaron Judge. Switch on over. Make this big.
Does that start to go?
Let's hear what they got to say here.
A number of times, obviously, as the years go on, and that hasn't been fulfilled yet. Does that start to become more challenging, or bother you more, bother the group more with each one, or are they just sort of each equally, their own kind of difficult, or is it getting harder as that goal has not yet been achieved?
Oh, it bothers me. I think it bothers the group as well.
I think
every year that we don't, finish what we started.
Toss of words or a hint?
It wears on us in different ways, and like you said, each season's a little different. If it's getting kicked out in a wild card game, to a ALCS Game 7, to ALDS, they all sting, but they sting in different ways. And I think as the years go on, you make improvements from last year we weren't able to do this. Let's improve on that. And all of a sudden, you fail again and fail again. But I think every failure kind of pushes you towards that ultimate goal of finally finding what works and what will kind of put us over the edge.
And here's the thing. This is the awesome thing about being a New York Yankees fan, guys. And I talk about this a lot, is that as a Yankee fan, you can nitpick a lot of things, right? As a Yankee fan, you can beat up on a lot of different things. No question about it. It's what we do. It's what we can do. And I'm going to talk about a lot of that when it comes to Michael K's comments. I'm going to eat that fucking man alive. Excuse my language, but I'm so sick of this nonsense that the Yankees should just all of a sudden be another club. Sorry, I don't want to go off on that rant yet. I will eventually. But when it comes to Aaron Judge here, one of the things that immediately stood out to me, and this is just who I am as a person, I guess, I think it bothered the other guys. And I know people will probably say, Pete, is just talking. He's just having a conversation. But we don't know that. I know it bothered me, and I think it bothers the other guys. You're the captain. You're the leader now. Aaron got to get his words right. I'm sorry. I'm not picking on him. I love Aaron Judge. You guys know it. You can see it, the captain right here. I was the first one on it. I love Aaron Judge. You got to have this stuff ready to go. I think it bothers the other guys. Oh, shouldn't it bother them? You think? You want to get that straight before the season begins? We're going to talk about expectations because Boone brought it up. I just was unaware that the Yankees' expectations have changed. Maybe I've been living back in a dynasty for too long. And again, I'm not taking this off as Aaron Judge doing something wrong. It could be me nitpicking. I can hear things and think about it in a way that nobody else is. Everybody could be sitting there saying, hey, Pete, look, I don't think this is a big deal. Okay, that's fine. I just know what I heard and what was said was I know it bothers me. I think it bothers everybody else. We better be a little sure about that. We better be hopeful that it bothers everybody on this club. Let's get to the New York Yankees top prospect, Anthony Volpe. We got some news on him.
What is it like being a part of this organization?
It's incredible. It's pretty surreal, but I felt like I've kind of been a part of it for the last couple of years. So far, so good.
Being a first-round pick means pressure. Do you feel that pressure? Have you felt the pressure from the beginning?
Not necessarily. I think it's, if anything, a really big vote of confidence from the organization and from the beginning. So it just feels like to me that everyone's invested in me and it allows me to play my best.
All right, we're going to talk more about Volpe. Let's get to another one. There's a couple of them here.
At some point this year, the big club.
That's the goal, I guess, but it's super out of my control. So like I said, I just want to improve every day and be the best player I can be, because at the end of the day, even if I'm playing this year, next year, or whatever, I always want to keep improving and keep being a better player. So there's still a lot
And I believe we got one more here from Anthony Volpe. Then I want to discuss him a little bit.
Could be the next Derek Jeter.
I guess it's humbling to hear, but I mean, I grew up a huge fan of Derek Jeter, and I think there's never going to be another player like him, person like him in New York or anywhere really. So it's obviously very humbling to hear, but I think it's pretty over-exaggerated.
That's a wonderful answer there from Anthony Volpe. And I think what people need to understand here about Volpe is, again, I met the kid. I've heard him speak in a speech that I was able to record and put online so everybody could hear it, because I thought it was important that fans hear this kid talk and understand where scouts are coming from when they simply say that Anthony Volpe has it up here. No doubt about it. There's no denying that. Anthony Volpe has it up here. And that's a great answer, because this is something that I harp on about a lot when it comes to Yankee fans, guys, is we need to stop the whole comparing these young guys to legends. It needs to end. And I know it's cute. I know it's fun to do. I know we are hopeful that these guys become this good. But Derek Jeter is one of the greatest ball players that ever lived. Anthony Volpe may not even be a shortstop on the Yankees for that comparison to even exist. Now, if you want to simply say, hey, look, he handles the media probably as well as Jeter can, that's cool. That's cool. You can say that all you want. That's fine. But let's ease up and tamper these expectations a little bit. Derek Jeter's an unbelievable ball player. Me and my friend Alex were talking about this yesterday. All the comparisons that we've heard from Yankee prospects are who they were going to become. And where are they? It just needs to stop. Let Anthony Volpe be Anthony Volpe. I think that's fine. I think that's good enough. Good enough. I think Anthony Volpe coming up and being a player that we hope he can be is pretty big news. We're going to get back to Anthony Volpe any moment because there was some news about him today. Let me see if we have some more good video that we can play for you guys. So the Yankees already here are getting, let me wind this back. They're getting acclimated right there to the pitch clock. Gleyber is in the box. Gonna take a hack here, I believe. Let's take a look. And the pitch. Foul, right? So getting acclimated right there to the pitch clock is going to be something very, very big this year. We're going to skip past that. Got some Clay Holmes footage. Oswaldo Cabrera getting some work in. Hitting a jack job right there, it looks like, down the right field line. Nice little stroke right there from Oswaldo. And we're going to talk a little more about Oswaldo here in the next couple of minutes. I see Omar Minaya making his first appearance there with Brian Cashman. We're going to talk a little about Omar Minaya, too. There's some stuff from Boone we're going to discuss a little later in the show. And here's a good answer right here from Big G. Let's see if this is it.
That ring is missing.
Let's take a look.
Do you, in this team, you know, there's always that talk, and with the Yankees, particularly with Yankee fans, how nothing short of the 28 championship, everything else is failure.
Yep.
Is there, from the fans, if there any, like, how do you feel about that? Is there some kind of pressure at this point in your career where you're at, where this needs to happen? Like, the championship needs to happen for you to have, you know, a complete career?
Well, yeah, I need to get it done, but at the same time, we need to get it done. So
good answer.
I think it's a goal for everybody, and you know, you put personal mindset, personal goals to it. So of course,
good answer.
That's what I came here for, and that's what I'm here to achieve every year. And
it's really amazing that the players answer these questions better than the manager. It's shocking to me that the players can answer these questions much better than a manager can.
As the years go on, the pressure gets higher to get one. So whether that's for me personally or the fans or how far away we are from 2009, you know, it all comes hand in hand.
It's just amazing to me that Giancarlo Stanton can answer these questions better than Aaron Boone can. It's really unbelievable. It really is. Guys, we're going to start getting into the meat of the conversation today, but I want to get to another voicemail because we've got quite a few today. And again, there's the number, guys. You still have time. If you want to send a voicemail in, go ahead and send a voicemail in, and we'll get to it. Let's get to the next one. Here we go.
Hey, this is your boy Ron Hansley Jr. I
Ron,
have a few
what's up?
questions I'd really like to ask y'all. Why is Josh Donaldson still here and he can't hit a fastball? Why is Aaron Boone still defending IKF at shortstop since last fall? Why is Aaron Hicks still on the roster and he can't even catch balls? Hopefully you get to play this before you get to your last ball.
Yeah.
NyynewsTV has the best of your Yankees podcast out. That's all.
As my guy, Ronald Hansley, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. Bro, to answer your question, you're just asking what everybody is asking, my guy. I mean, really, you are asking... You're preaching to the choir. Everybody has the same questions, right? Why has Boone made an ass out of himself constantly to defend IKF? And when the Yankees have used IKF wrong. I'm not mad at IKF. I've never been mad at IKF. The Yankees put him in a position to fail, and he did. In the sense of what the Yankees promised us. When it comes to Aaron Hicks, my guy, I'm right there with you. I don't know why Aaron Hicks has a roster spot, but he does. You might get a little more infuriated at the next topic because we're going to discuss Hicks a little bit. And then the last one with, like I said, with Aaron Boone, we know that. Josh Donaldson, we're going to talk about that too. Who the hell knows? Who knows? Guys, do me a favor. Give a wonderful shout out to the beautiful, lovely, wonderful fiance who is now in the chat. By the way, I think she's about 30 minutes late. But anyway, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to take a little drink here, calm my nerves, blood pressure go down, the cream of the crop. You don't know anything about the Macho Man or where I'm coming from. Yeah. Got another voicemail there, but we're going to move on right now, guys. Get that off the screen right there. And let's move on to this. You guys ready to get angry with me? Okay. Let's get angry together, okay? Here's some notes from Kirshner and Brandon Cunty is what I call him. Boone is considering trying Volpe at third base in the future. Guys, this is something you've heard NyynewsTV talk about a lot. You guys have heard this a lot from this channel right here, that Volpe is going to likely move positions. I want to shout out my man, Dane Huber. I got to shout Dane out because Dane's original comp was Alex Bregman. And also per Dane, Omar Minaya and Brian Sabian have a lot to do with some of the Yankees prospects moving positions and being put in a certain spot. Now, here's the deal with this that I want to discuss. We're going to get back to the rest of this, but I want to discuss this really quickly. Here's why. Shout out again to my friend Derek of NYY Recaps for bringing this up, and it makes a shit ton of sense, so I'm going to bring it up again. These guys should have better direction. It's really that simple. These guys on this club need to have better direction. Enough is enough with this nonsense. Guys, by the way, too, hit that like button. Let's get to well over 100 today. They need to have better direction. If you're going to try Anthony Volpe at third base or at second base, whatever you make your mind up doing, you got to do it and you got to stick to it. You can do it. All you got to do is stick to it. Stick to it. Give these guys that spot. Give them direction and say, let's go play ball. Like Derek said, if you tell Volpe, hey, look, kid, you're going to go to AAA, play third base, learn that position, get your stuff rock and rolling, and we hope to see you up here by June. Bingo, bongo, bango. Peraza's our shortstop. We understand that. If we don't trade Glaber and we keep him, he's the second baseman. JD and LeMahieu could play third base. Maybe Donaldson starts to come in late in games for defense, whatever it might be. But give him reps. If you believe his fastest way to help you and to get to the World Series, to make you have a better club, have him prepared and ready to go. Have him ready to play third base early on. Let's jump back over to the next one. This is sure to make Yankee fans happy. Left field is Aaron Hicks' job to lose. Yankees view Cabrera as primarily an infielder. Well, one, I got a couple of issues with this overall. One, we'll leave Aaron Hicks out for a moment. The second one is Oswaldo Cabrera, that the Yankees view him primarily as an infielder, which to me is rather nuts because you can say that, but his best position, as I've been saying all along, is not to be locked into left field. His best position, in my opinion, is that he could play everywhere. So you have a guy that could play the infield. You have a guy that could play the outfield. To limit him to the infield is a major mistake. One, to give him a regular position and not move him from that is also a mistake. The best position for Oswaldo Cabrera is that he could play everywhere. When it comes to Aaron Hicks, guys, I mean, is this shocking? It's not shocking. I think it's been Aaron Hicks' job to lose. Unless Aaron Hicks shows he's healthy and the Yankees end up moving him. Maybe they move IKF and they fit Profar in, and maybe they sign Jurickson Profar. I don't know if they make a trade for an outfielder. I don't think so. Profar's still out there waiting for a club to call him. We'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, Aaron Hicks being the left fielder and it's his job to lose, I mean, what the hell did we expect? I mean, it kind of just feels like it was obviously expected. Brian Cashman is not a guy to simply just say, hey, look, I was wrong. I made a mistake here. It's not who Brian Cashman is. Brian Cashman will go down with this ship. And I tell you what about Brian Cashman. I'm going to say this real quickly. Brian Cashman better pray to whatever God he believes in. If he doesn't, pray for the hell of it. Just pray for the hell of it. That Volpe, Dominguez, and all these guys work out well. Because if they don't, it could be a long couple of tough, bad, and ugly years for the New York Yankees. Just being honest. If these guys don't pan out, and everybody that Brian Cashman has passed up on, it could get very, very ugly. Just saying. It could get very, very ugly for the New York Yankees. Guys, we are about to get into the meat of the conversation today. So let's go ahead first and get to the next topic that we have. Well, not the next topic. Let's get into another voicemail here.
Attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for the Yankees, number 33, Pete Simonetti. Number 33.
Yes!
What's going on, Pete? It's your consigliere Hirsch.
Hirsch!
Got a question for the boss.
The boss!
What role do you see for Sabian and Minaya?
My
Are they
guy.
going to have checks and balances over Cashman when it comes to major decisions?
My guy.
Such as trades at the deadline? I mean, we can't afford any more disaster trades like the Frankie Montas debacle.
My guy.
Really hope that Sabian and Minaya are going to have some real pull here. Know what
My
I
guy.
mean? Enjoy your day. My guy.
Oh, look at that! My man Hirsch ended with the my guy. It's the only way to end a call when you are my guy. You have to end a call with my guy if you are my guy. Had a little Bob Shepard action going on there. Man, do I love that guy. Bob Shepard, but I also love Hirsch. Hirsch is my guy. I absolutely love that guy, man. Hirsch is an amazing supporter of NYY News TV. Just a man. Hirsch, can't wait to have a drink with you on April 1st, my friend. I really can't. But getting to what you said, I really believe, from what I'm hearing, from what my friend Dane is hearing, that they're actually taking a serious play and a role into what they really do well, and that is scouting. They're great scouts. They've always been known as being some of the best scouts in Major League Baseball. It looks like they're taking a serious look at the Yankees minor league system. Who should be where? What should be what? How do we move forward with these guys? And I think that's brilliant. To be honest, look, guys, you guys know the deal with me, right? I'm going to call out the Yankees when I have to call them out. I'm also going to pat them on the back when I do believe they're doing something right. And I do believe that it is right for the New York Yankees to put those guys in that position. They should be in that position. I think it makes a shit ton of sense for the Yankees to do that. And if they are kind of handling that minor league side, leave them there. Leave them there. I'm 100% okay with that. Keep them. Keep them. Let's get to one more voicemail. We got a lot before we get into our big topics.
Hey, what's going on, Pete? It's Matt.
Matt,
so
what up,
my question
Matt?
to you is, I know we've been struggling to close the gap between the Astros, and I know we tried to close it by acquiring Benny and making some deadline moves last year.
Yeah.
And I know we need a outfielder and possibly maybe even a fifth starter, but I'm looking for the bat more than likely.
Yeah.
What do you think we target, and is it going to be before the season starts in spring training, or will it be a deadline acquisition during the trade deadline, and who may it be? Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Matt. Thank you so much for the voicemail. It's tough, man. Before the year, it's going to be hard. I think Profar is the obvious get. If the Yankees end up getting an outfielder, maybe they open up a little bit of space. I think Profar is the get. I think he's a guy you could put at the top of that order a little bit. He doesn't strike out. That's something we know the Yankees need to get better with. And I just think he makes sense for the club. Is he a guy that you get and you go, damn, guys, our offense is drastically improved? No, but I think most of us would sit here and agree he's better than Aaron Hicks. When it comes to targets, I think you look at the guys they've been interested in before. That's a calling card of Brian Cashman. He'll target guys until he eventually gets them. Brian Reynolds. We know the Yankees have also had interest in Arizona's outfielders. I think McCarthy could still be on the table, depending on how he does this year. But Brian Cashman tried hard to land Dalton Varsho before he went to the Jays. A rival, which probably should have fought a little harder to try to get Dalton Varsho, but it is what it is. But I think those are names that you got to continue to connect to the Yankees. Brian Reynolds, McCarthy is another guy. Other than that, before the season, I don't know. I don't really know of who the Yankees may go get. But the other one, of course, being, like I said, Jerickson Profar is a guy that I do think the Yankees are definitely in on. So here we go, guys. Here's the big conversations. We're going to start with Aaron Boone. One comment he made. We're going to then switch over to Michael Kay. And then we're going to get over to Aaron Boone again. Ajita is a son of a bitch, so I'm going to drink some water instead of the coffee because I'm going to get hot right now. I'm about to get hot. If you got children in the room, you might want to tell them to go away. If you're at work, you might want to lower this a little bit. And anybody a little sensitive, you might want to step out the room. Sensitive tummies, I don't know. You might have a sensitive tummy. You might have to go make cock. I don't know what you got to do. You might want to take a little nap after this, but I'm going to bring it to you, all right? So what I do over here. Here we go. Aaron Boone addressed the Yankees this morning. So let's pause this here. Let's get this bigger, and let's hear Aaron Boone address the Yankees. Here we go.
Did you address the team this morning? Did you have Aaron address the team this morning, and what was kind of the overall message?
Yeah, I did. Just trying to set the tone and what our expectations are, and the kind of culture we want to have moving forward. I don't know. I'll kind of leave it at that. I spoke for about 15 minutes to the guys, but
imagine sitting through that.
Set the tone. Of, what our expectations and what we want to be moving forward.
And then did you address?
Let's get. I can't even talk. Let's get over here real quick. I'm sorry, but I'm a little confused. Did something change that I missed? Did something change? What expectation are we setting here? I would like you guys to run the first base hard every time. We'll eat some unicornios after the ball game together when things go rough. Umpires will bully me. I expect you guys to not be bullies, but get bullied. Savages in the box, cocksuckers at your mother's house. Is that what the conversation was? Because what are the expectations? What has changed? What expectation do the Yankees have? This guy has no fucking clue that he's managing the New York Yankees. He doesn't know. You cannot convince me that Aaron Boone understands the team that he is managing. You can't convince me of it. This is too much. He has no clue that he's managing the greatest organization of all time. He has no idea at all. Zero zip. He has no clue whatsoever. The expectation. What did you tell the team? I told him that we gotta win the World Series this year. We're set up, we're locked and loaded. I believe we've done enough. I believe in this team. I believe our goal this year has not changed at the beginning of time of the New York Yankees. It's to win a World Series. We want to bring that chip home. That's what I told the guys for 15 minutes. That's simple. Fuck the culture. We don't care about culture. I don't want to talk about culture. What is the Yankees? What is the culture? What is the culture that Aaron Boone has brought to this team since 2018? A team that was one win away from going to a World Series in 2017. What did he bring to the table besides weakness? Somebody tell me. I gotta get this off my chest because I'm sick of it. What is this culture that they keep talking about that is different than what the Yankees have always been known for? What is the difference? What is it that I am missing? What has Aaron Boone done since 2018 that has made the Yankees better? Somebody tell me. Hirsch is right. A new flavor of bubblegum. Instead of Joe Girardi removing the candy, Aaron Boone said, "Have at it, Daddy." Aaron, open up. Bloop. Bubblegum right in the mouth. What has he added? That's my question. What has Aaron Boone added that you can watch as a fan like I do every day and say, you know what? Even though we haven't won, I'm proud that Aaron Boone is our manager. Nobody would say it. This man's talking about expectations and the culture. What is the culture? You let your players shit on you. You got an amazing history of your family. Grandfather, father, so on and so forth. You let these guys take shits right on your forehead. My man went to the beginning at the end of the season. The end of the season. My man sat there and said he feels bad about it. It won't happen again. He's done it all year. You're the manager. Look, and again, I just want to rephrase this because I think people forget. I'm not saying this for me. I'm saying it's for people that want to go, oh, Pete just doesn't like him. No. I think Aaron Boone is probably a phenomenal human. He's probably a phenomenal person. But I'll say this and I'll say it to him. I think he's a piece of shit manager. I do not think he should be managing a club that needs to win right now. Aaron Boone needs to manage a team that doesn't get a lot of press, that doesn't have expectations, and maybe just has a group that, you know what, we just need to play ball, guys. Relax, take it easy, and play ball. He should not be anywhere near a club that is looking to win a World Series. He should not. I'm sorry. It's that simple. It's that simple. People could sit there and go, yeah, Pete, but he doesn't have to say it. Bro, but we know. Know your fan base. Know the team you're managing. Understand that we just want accountability. That's it. Don't sit there and make excuses. Don't sit there and tell us that the roof was open tonight. My man, in the postseason, the most important time in Yankee baseball, you in your own locker room had no idea what was going on. Zero communication. And you want me to take it easy on you? Fuck you. And I'll say it all year long until you're finally gone. Unless you change your shit. Which I've been saying for a long time. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick of it. Clay Holmes in the postseason. I don't know why I wasn't in. Luis Severino. Go ask the manager. Maybe he knows. I don't know. He told me he was ready. I told him I was ready. He never told us he's ready. He never told us he was ready. Harrison Bader. I don't know why he didn't know he was leading off. Everybody gets a batting card. You don't think it's a good idea to sit down with the guy? Oh. You don't think it's a good idea in the postseason of all times to sit down with your one hot player and say, hey, look, Harrison, tomorrow you're leading off. You know why you're leading off? You've been phenomenal. We need somebody to jumpstart this offense. Tomorrow, prepare yourself. You're going to be leading off. He didn't think it was a good idea. He didn't think that made sense. Are you kidding me? Are you bullshitting me? And we're supposed to take you seriously and this organization? The expectation every year is to win a World Series? Is it realistic? No. I've said this. It is not realistic to win a World Series every year. We understand that. I get it. But that doesn't change the fact of what Giancarlo Stanton just said. That you can't. Our expectation is to win every year. It is not hard. The fans know it's not realistic, but we want to hear it. We want to hear you guys acknowledge what we know. That's it. That's it. It's not hard. Let's get to Michael K. Speaking of morons, let's get to Michael K. here. Get this louder. Don Sicadio, thank you, my friend.
I just wish they wouldn't use the word fail, because that feeds into the narrative. Just say another disappointment, another disappointment, another disappointment. Because once you say fail, that sets the fan base off, because they look at not winning a World Series as fail. And the players say it too. Aaron said at the end of last year, if we don't win the World Series, it's a failure. Listen, if you want to change how much pressure there's playing for the Yankees, you got to change that narrative. You just have to.
Michael K. has lived a lot longer than Pete has. Michael K. has lived a lot longer than me. What is this shit? What team are you watching? Michael K. doesn't know Yankee history? We got to change the narrative because maybe it's too tough on the players. When did it change? When did this change? What have I missed? The narrative. Guys, everybody hold on. Oh, don't use the word fail. It might hurt Aaron Hicks. You don't fail. Guys, stop using the word. Michael K. blew out fucking candles with his hands. I'm listening to you. Are you kidding me? What's going on here? These are the guys that are on. Put me on. Please, somebody. Yankee fans, listen to me. Don't listen to this propaganda bullshit. Demand the best. You pay your hard-earned money to go buy tickets, food, everything it costs for this club. Don't feed into this shit. And look, to the young kids out there who never saw winning, I understand. They got high schoolers now who never saw the Yankees win. I get it. I understand. But listen to me. NyynewsTV is here for you. The New York Yankees are an organization of winning. They're known throughout the world, the most winning franchise. It's presented that way. It hasn't changed, guys. Just because you have not won doesn't mean you must do what a coward would do and change your way of business. That is what a loser would do. That is what somebody who would tell you, don't say fail, Charlie. It's okay. It's okay to finish last. It happens. It's fine. We move on with our day. Guys, as long as I live, which may not be long with this club, you never, ever, 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 ever change that the Yankees are winners. The problem with people like Michael Kay, with Aaron Boone, with Brian Cashman, you ready for this? Isn't it shocking? They have bought into it. Not what I said before, that yes, it is unrealistic to win every year. The great Yankees never won every year. They might have won 3, almost 4 years in a row, but it happens. But here's the issue. To sit there and say, we got to change the narrative, fuck you. And guess what? There's not many people in the media who would tell you, maybe that's why your ratings are in the trash can. Maybe that's why. Because you're putting a message to the fan base who doesn't want to hear it. Whether you think it's true or not. Which I'm kind of shocked that you would think this is true. We need to stop saying we failed. We need to stop thinking everything is a failure. Why? Why? What's changed? What's different? What's different, Michael? What's changed? Ronnie, my man, thank you so much. Another year of Boone/Cass BS in the fans. Cashman, excuse me. Seems that more fans are waking up to it. They're going to wake up to it. When it's in your face every day, you have to. You have to wake up to it. I don't want to come on here and yell. I don't want to come on here and be upset. Guys, I'm as big as a Yankee fan as the biggest Yankee fans in the world. I do this every day. This is my life. You think I want to... It's like you guys saying, hey, I'm going to work today. I'm always mad every day. Every day I'm pissed off. You don't want to go. I don't want to come on a show and be upset. It's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I want to do. But this narrative that the Yankees need to change their ways, it has to die. It has to go away. This is what we're known for. Should the fan base expect that we win every season? Of course not. We know that. We know that. But when you start saying things like failing is wrong, when you start saying things like excuse after excuse after excuse, guys, guess what happens? You don't win no more. And the hunger that was once in the room is now gone from the room. When you got a manager that every single day is telling you it's okay. Hey, look, he didn't mean it. Hey, look, this happened. Hey, look, the roof was open. Hey, look, how did that 91 exit velocity go 20 rows back into left field? That's the only reason we lost. It happened. And you need to react to it happening. Stop giving excuses. Stop saying it is okay to lose. We know it's going to happen. We understand that. We're not stupid. Yankee fans are not stupid. We get it. We understand you can't win every year. We know that. But the fact of the matter is quite simple. Stop letting it poison your clubhouse, because that's what it's doing. It is poisoning the clubhouse. That's simple. Before we get to Aaron Boone, I need a breather, so I got to listen to another voicemail. Holy shit, we got like 500,000 in here. What the hell just happened? I think that was the last one. All right, guys, we're going to have to get to a couple of voicemails here. Let's get to the first one here.
What up, Pete? This is Ruben. All rise, everyone.
Rube!
Just wanted to kind of talk about, in a sense, how they mentioned Judge possibly playing left field. Looks like Judge offered to play left field if it meant to get Stanton in right field. Definitely would like your thoughts on that, Pete.
Yep.
And also,
we'll get into that.
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of the idea. I can see the benefits if it gets Stanton in a good role offensively. But it just sucks that Stanton truly has not been the player that we've needed him to be from the Marlins. So let me know your thoughts, Pete. And all rise, everyone. Peace.
Ruben, my friend, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a perfect segue. I didn't even plan it this way. That's absolutely perfect that we immediately got right back into this one, because we want to talk about this. about Aaron Judge potentially playing left field. Apparently, he may have told the Yankees. I don't know if I buy that, but it is what it is. Here's my issue. My issue is not that Aaron Judge cannot play left field. I think Aaron Judge is a great athlete. I think Aaron Judge is a great outfielder. He showed he could play center field. Now, yes, the reads off the bat are a little different in left when it comes to right, the different angles. But I do think Aaron Judge could make up for that rather quickly. Here's my problem with the New York Yankees, guys. And again, I promise you, I'm not going to yell about this one. I got some more yelling to do. And I got 500,000 games to call this year, starting with the WBC, maybe some spring training games, which I will do some spring training games. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. The problem with the Yankees is, why do you want to take away Aaron Judge from right field when he's a legend in right field? The guy's a Gold Glove right fielder. He's arguably one of the best, if not for Mookie Betts. I think him and Mookie Betts, you can argue, are probably the best two right fielders all around in Major League Baseball. Why does a championship caliber team plug holes without just filling them? Fill the hole. Fill the hole. If things present itself where you now need to make these choices, make them. But you're starting the year again with trying to plug holes on guys that don't belong in that position. Aaron Judge was just signed to a 9-year deal. You know what you might want to do? Leave him where he is. Leave him in right field where he's phenomenal. Why do you want to mess with that? Why do you want to mess with that for? Leave him in right. You don't have competition in right field with Judge. I don't care what anybody says. Stanton, to me, he hasn't shown anything. That he could play right field, that he could play left. Stop filling holes this way. What you could have done was gone out there and signed a left fielder. Traded for a left fielder. Signed Jurickson Profar. If he goes down, maybe you have conversations there. But you want to get Stanton an opportunity to play the outfield. How many times did we see that last year? How many times did we see that last year? Is Stanton all of a sudden more healthy? Playing the outfield might make him be okay. But you want to take your MVP and you want to move him to plug holes that you did not fill yourself. And again, experiment as a World Series caliber team. That's my problem. My problem has nothing to do with Aaron Judge. Has nothing to do with Aaron Judge being capable to play left field. The problem that I have is, once again, the Yankees want to experiment. You got Florial in the minor leagues. Unfortunately, Aaron Hicks is still here. Blah, blah, blah. All these guys are getting older, including Stanton, who has bad knees. Both knees are bad. Including Aaron Judge, who you just locked in long term. I don't know. I understand why you could look to make that move. I don't like it. I feel, again, Aaron Judge is one of the best right fielders in baseball. Move him, leave him in right field, and build your club around your right fielder. But the Yankees aren't doing that. Let's get to the next one here.
Pete, what's good? Richie Martinez here.
Richie!
Looks like all you do is kick ass and chew bubble gum, and it looks like you're all out of bubble gum.
I'm out of bubble gum,
hey,
fan.
I just want to know, this is Old Yankee Stadium info. Hey, what was your most craziest time at the old stadium? I know I had one time back in 2000 where me and my boys, we were sneaking up from front to the front row. A security was about to catch us, and we just started running like shit. And I remember I did like a full 360 flip over the barricade. Hey, if you got any old stories, let us know. You have a good day. Take care.
Thank you, Richie. I appreciate you, my friend. My man jumped the barricade like that. By the way, I want to pull this up out real quick. NYY News, Ruben. Thank you, Ruben. Judge's chambers are also in right field, but, whatever. The Yankees just said, hey, right field is yours, buddy. But we'll move you from there now. Maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll let it play out, right? Richie, to answer your question, man, I got more street stories outside Yankee Stadium and around the area than I do in Yankee Stadium. But I got a funny one, actually. I don't know how crazy it is or isn't. But Pete used to be a little fat guy. You know what I mean? I used to be a little big, fat, little chubby boy. And the only game my mother ever took me to at Old Yankee Stadium, Andy Pettitte was on the mound, and I remember screaming at Andy, going nuts at Andy. But the only thing your boy was interested in was some chicken tenders. The only thing your boy was interested in that day at Yankee Stadium, chicken tenders over here. That's the only thing I was interested in, was some chicken tenders. I remember my mom looking around like, this is what you came to the stadium for? Yeah, Mom, I did. I wanted some chicken tenders. Before I have the energy to scream at the players, I need some chicken tendies, all right? I don't think it was a chicken bucket back then. It's like a little flat plate. All out of coffee. This can get interesting now. Gonna have to switch to the water bottle. We got another super chat. My God, my bad. No super chats right now. We got another comment here. Let's see the other voicemail, then we'll move on.
Aaron Boone.
Oh,
Aaron Boone. This is the manager of the Yankees. Well, my Spankamaniacs don't like it, and they will not like it. Boone has got to go. I wonder if I can figure something out with the Spankamaniacs.
Spank!
First, Yankee
Oh, my God.
Stadium. Fire Boone chance. What do you think, Spankamaniacs?
Spank, look, Spank. I gotta keep it honest with you here real quick, Spank. I gotta do this. I know you're gonna get angry with me. It's only April 1st we going. You don't start no Fire Boons then. I'm not starting a Fire Boone chant on April 1st. And on top of that, we're gonna be behind the glass, Spank. Spank already wants to get rid of Boone. Spanky, look, let's give it a couple of weeks. That's me saying it. I want Aaron Boone as gone as much as anybody. But we got to take it easy there, Spank, all right? Got to take it easy there, Spank. Spank's ready to rock and roll. Let's get to the next topic of the day. Let's bring up Aaron Boone again. Here's Boone. Guys, get ready for this.
What kind of leads you to believe that there's still more there offensively?
Josh Donaldson, folks.
First of all, we're talking about a great player. Star player. And consistently for a long time. He's not far removed from 2021, where
he's 38.
He was still a wrecking ball. I think last year with the lockout, probably came in a little behind the 8 ball.
Oh, please, the fucking excuses.
He's physically, he looks great. His assessments, everything, he's moving really well. But the things he
wait, go back.
His assessments, everything.
Hold on.
With the lockout,
Hold on.
Probably came in a little behind the 8 ball. I think he had an amazing winter.
Hold on.
Physically, he looks great.
Yep.
His assessments, everything, he's moving really well. But the things he did this winter to get himself ready to go, I think you're crazy to think that a bounce back is not in there offensively. This guy...
We're crazy! Everybody! We're crazy! We're nuts! Let me switch over! Hold on, folks! He looks great! He physically looks amazing! We got some footage! Pitch! A little bit outside there! He looks amazing! Everybody, he looks great, mind you! JD looks phenomenal. He's in top-notch condition. The 2-2 pitch. Hey! Struck him out. Top-notch. Top-notch. Mid-season form. He looks phenomenal, everybody. He is looking unbelievable. And real quick, to go back to Boone, okay? Let me tell you guys really quickly what this is, okay? Frankie, I saw your comment. What do you expect him to say? Okay, here you go. You ready? Is this knocking the player? Here we go, guys. You ready for this? Aaron, what are your expectations on Josh Donaldson, who is now 38 years old? Cat talks about him like he's 27, coming off a down year after having a phenomenal season. It's quite simple, guys. And I put this in my tweet, just to be fair. Let me show everybody so nobody says, Pete, I don't believe you. Here's what I wrote. I do not expect Aaron to shit on JD here, but he needs to learn to be more accountable and realistic, all right? Here's what I mean by that. He needs to be more accountable and more realistic. Hey, look, guys. The way Josh Donaldson moved at third base has given us hope that he can have a decent season. We understand there was some downside offensively last year. We hope that JD's worked hard in the winter, and we believe he has, to be better than what he was in 2021. That is not 2022. That is not a knock. That is being accountable, and it's being realistic. That I did not knock the player. I simply addressed the obvious. He was not a good offensive player. I also gave him praise that he doesn't look old at third base. He looked very nimble and very strong as a fielder. But I also addressed the elephant in the room. We hope that JD put in the work in the winter. And based off what we have seen since he's come into camp, he has. That's it. I wouldn't have an issue with this comment. You wouldn't have an issue with this comment. It's rather simple. He needs to be better offensively. We know that. But to sit there and just, again, you gotta be crazy if you think this 38-year-old guy who swings like this, by the way, I'm not a professional ball player, but when you're here, you drop here, come back, swing when the pitch is coming. Somebody may have noticed already that in your prime, you probably got away with that. But when you're 38 years old, maybe shortening things up might be a little better. He shouldn't be dropping his hands, bringing them back up, and then swinging. That could be the reason why he's missing 84-mile-an-hour fastballs. But according to Aaron Boone, he's not. According to Aaron Boone, you and I are crazy. We are absolutely batshit crazy, and Aaron Boone knows much more about all this than we do. He's ready. He's in mid-season form, folks. Mid-season form is what he is in. Let's go ahead. We got a lot more voicemail, so I got to start getting to these things. I don't know what this is. Let me...
Yankees for the Yankees.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Yankees for the Yankees.
We're going to move on.
Hey, Pete, it's Justin or L.I.
L.I.!
I kind of want another left-handed reliever. Would you be interested in Garrett Clevenger from the Rays? Thank you for taking my call.
L.I., to be honest with you, don't know much. I know who he is, but I don't think the Rays are looking to help the Yankees in any way at all, so I will move on from that one. I don't think, that's going to be the case. Let's get to the next voicemail. I'm going to get the voicemail line up because we got a lot today. And like I said, guys, I like All Rise to be an hour, but All Rise might go 2 hours. You never know with this show because it's absolutely wild. It's going to be one of the biggest shows this year, especially when baseball begins. Guaranteed.
What up, cocksuckers? Listen up. I got a little rant that's got to happen, okay?
Oh,
I'm so
shit.
sick and tired of all the talk about steroid use and the purity of the game, all right? I want a steroid requirement. Every one of my fucking players on this damn team needs to be on the juice. The juice got to be loose, all right? I'm so sick and tired of this shit. Everyone fucking trying to play the purity of the game and shit for culture and all this other crap.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I want everybody on steroids on my team.
Yeah.
Bring back the fucking spider tech. 6 feet the long ball. Big 6 in the ass. Go get it.
Oh, man, what a way to start. What up, cocksucker? Okay. That's a good way to start. Let me tell you, man. Baseball on juice is fun. I mean, I got to keep it real with you guys, man. Baseball on juice is fun. It's like MLB The Show. It's like MLB The Show being MLB The Show. You know what I mean? Bring back the sticky stuff. Let the pitchers use spider tack. You know what I mean? Let them use spider tack. Let guys inject their ass right before they come up to play. Hey, look. IKF might be Barry Bonds if he started juicing. My man got some good hand-eye coordination. Pop this man up with some juice. Pop this man up with some juice. Let's get to another one here.
Hey, Pete, it's your guy, Eric here. What do you say? Great show. I love what I'm hearing, and it's going to be, I just hope that things get better for you guys. You the best, boys. Love you guys.
Eric, my friend, thank you so much. I believe Eric, I think Eric is a Mariners fan, I believe, Eric. I think you're a Mariners fan. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I think it's going to be an amazing year, guys. We're going to have a hell of a time. Let's get to another one. We still got a bunch of them to go through.
Hey, Pete. I'm really excited for this acquisition of Carlos Rodon. I think he's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm wondering, is he circumcised? And is IKF circumcised?
These cats act like this is Simonetti After Dark. I'm sitting there thinking this is going to be a phenomenal question. I could talk about Carlos Rodon. And this is what we get. This is what we get. My God almighty. This is unbelievable.
Sorry, Pete. I get emotional.
All right. We got some emotion, Matter of fact, that's the same guy with the rant before about steroids. That's Alex. This is Howard Stern, guys. Hey, look, I told you can't handle it. I don't know what to tell you. Let me see. We got another one here. Let me see what else we got real quick before I get out of here. Let's get out of that. Let's get to this real fast. I want to show you guys this because this could be coming to Yankee Stadium very, very soon. Let's switch on over. Murakami, folks. Get used to him. Oh, man. Off of you, Darvish? Of course, guys, this is practice for the World Baseball Classic. But Murakami is an absolute animal. Murakami's an animal, guys. Go ahead and watch this one more time. High heat. Boom. Jack job to left center field. Power all over the place. Murakami also wears number 55 for the New York Yankees. Hideki Matsui, of course, Matsui was a god in Asia and phenomenal for the New York Yankees. So I tell you guys right now, I'm really pumped. I'm really excited to see this guy. So before we get ready to wrap up, don't leave. We got voicemails. And it looks like we have quite a few. Let's see what this one is. All right, let's see.
Hey, what's up, Pete, man? This is Lorenzo from Jersey.
Lorenzo!
I had to call you, man, because you are so right about Aaron Boone and Michael Kay and everyone talking about changing the narrative of how we think as Yankees fans.
Thank you.
Like, man, every year for over 30, 40 years, they've told us every year is win or go home. It's always been like that. It should always be like that.
Yep.
And you can't just change the narrative on us when you already have implemented that we're champions and we're going to go out there and win every single year.
That's right.
I feel like people are using excuses now. I feel like they're trying to be like Debbie Downers and trying to basically, like cater to the new generation that's out right now? Or do you think they're trying to cater to the new generation that hasn't seen this team win because it's been so long since we won?
Yeah.
Because, man, this is not how we go. This is not how we roll. We don't roll like that. If you
Tell
see
him,
these
Lorenzo.
championships,
Preach.
you know how much they mean to you.
You got
know
a
how
chance to
much-
preach.
You know where you were at when they happened.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why we're so hard on every year and on this team to win every year, because of those great moments we had. Well, because we haven't won now in so long that it's like the Yankees fans could kind of like take a step back because this new generation of fans haven't seen them won the championship yet. Nah, we're supposed to be the fans taking this tradition and passing it down to the other fans.
This one could go all
and the
day. I
owners
like
are
this.
supposed to be the ones that's nurturing this tradition and this culture.
That's right.
That's how I really feel, man. It's kind of crazy hearing like a person like Michael Kay say that the narrative has to change, and that Brian Cashman saying that last year is gonna fail. And after all these years, it's always told to us it was championship or go home.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Lorenzo, great voicemail, man. And it really sums up what I was saying. And I mentioned that, right? I mentioned that earlier. I said, you know, there are high schoolers now that are in high school that never saw the New York Yankees win. They never saw it. So when would you want to change the narrative? Now's the time. Now, in the next few years, if you don't win, is the time to change that narrative. That, hey, guys, look, we understand that we want to win, but it's not realistic. And remember, if we lose, it's not a failed season. We tried. No, the Yankees are perfection. And again, I'm not going to do the rant over. You could go listen to the rant. I thought it was pretty summed up very well then. We got 2 more voicemails to go through.
Hi, Pete. This is Simon Rosenthal. I started watching you, and you're a man after my own heart. You tell us just like it is. I wanted to make some comments about the left field thing. I think that the Yankees should really think about putting Giancarlo Stanton in left field. If he could play 3 or 4 days a week, then you have the DH spot open for Hicks and LeMahieu, who really need it. I really enjoy your show. Go Yankees this year, and kick butt, Pete. Simon Rosenthal from New Haven, Connecticut. Have a good day. Bye.
Hey, New Haven, Connecticut got some good pizza, I hear, Simon. I hear they got some good pizza over there. Just saying, man. I don't know. But, nah, man. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%, man. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Let's get to the next voicemail here. Thank you so much, Simon.
What's up, Pete? Glover Show. So, as somebody from Houston, I thought I'd ask, if you could take one person from our team, who would it be?
Oh, I'm going to cut it off right there. Altuve. I got to take Jose Altuve, put him at second base for the Yankees. Maybe Volpe's the third baseman. Peraza at short. Altuve, all day, every day. I would take Altuve 150 times. If I had to, that's the guy I'm going with. Let's see. What is this?
Part 2.
Same guy. Part 2.
I started watching baseball in 2009. Genuinely, what is it like with the Yankees being the best team in baseball? Because like my new generation, the Yankees are pretty much, I would say, in football terms, like the Texans. Honestly, like you guys are kind of like the Texans in football. Y'all are as bad, but like what is it like with the evil empire at full operation?
It was a fun time, man. You know, the dynasty was unbelievable. And by the way, I see somebody questioning why Altuve. Altuve's the guy that moves that team, in my opinion. Altuve's the leader of that club. Get him off that team. Put him on the Yankees. They need some of that winning chemistry. Give me Altuve at second base. Get him away from Houston, and we're winning. That's all I got to say about that. It was great, the dynasty years, man. Being a Yankee fan during the dynasty was really amazing. It was unbelievable. It was a great time. Everybody hated the Yankees, of course, because they knew we were going to win. We were the best. I hate saying it, and I'm not comparing those teams. A lot of Yankee fans don't like the Houston Astros anymore because they win and they beat us. It's how Braves fans felt about the Yankees. It's the same way. Braves fans felt about the Yankees the same exact way, that we can never get past this team. Anybody that played the Yankees, you knew you were losing during the dynasty years. It's like the Yankees in Houston now. We can't seem to beat that club. can't seem to beat that club. So, I mean, I know fans are going to like that, but that's the truth.
How you doing, brother?
Last one we got. What up?
Siciliano NY99.
Hey, my guy.
Reach out to you and say, I'm not going to rant as much, so everybody's saying the same shit, so I'm just going to keep it as is because I'm not going to get agita. But all I want to say is thank you for the love, support. I'm still healing, but everything is in God's hands, so take it easy, brother. Hope everything is well. Keep up the good work. I'm looking forward to 2023. Peace out.
Thank you so much, Siciliano, my friend. I appreciate you. Yes, everything is in God's hands, my friend. We are praying for you. I believe you'll be good. I believe you'll be good, my friend. I really do. And just look forward to a great year this year, man. Look, whether we get upset, whether we're angry, whatever it is, Game Season Live is back this year. It's going to be happening very, very soon. We got spring training games to cover. A couple of them. Not going to go crazy in spring because I definitely want to cover the World Baseball Classic quite a bit, which starts on March 8th. So Game Season Live is going to be back. You know, Game Season Live is here. It's ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll. Kind of feel like I'm in mid-season form. I'm always ready to play ball. And I'm just excited about the company in general. NyynewsTV is in an amazing position. We're in a great spot. We're growing very, very quick. We got some great partners this year. But even better, man, I think fans are recognizing where they want to be for the Yankee news. And I think that is very, very important for me and for my team. We thank you guys. Amazing podcast. All Rise is going to be a phenomenal show. An hour and a half. Typically trying to keep the show to an hour. Especially Wednesdays, sometimes it's 1 o'clock games. I don't want to get off here and immediately jump into a game. But thank you guys so much for all the voicemails today. Today's a record in voicemails, by the way. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 voicemails today. 18 voicemails today, and the season has not even began. This show is going to be phenomenal all season. Early on, we're going to start it Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m. That's not going to change. Depending on how popular the show gets, we might have to do it more. But again, guys, do me a favor. Subscribe to NyynewsTV if you have not. And last but not least, double check that thumbs up, man. Let's get to 100 likes. Come on, we have 150 in here, 140. Blah, blah, blah. We're 8 likes away. Can we please get those 8 likes really quick before we get ready to sign off here? I appreciate you guys. Remember, that line is always open. Leave your voicemails. The next episode of All Rise will be Monday. The Yankees will already be playing spring training games, so we're going to have a lot of stuff to go over. 804-592-6160. That is the number. Save it. It doesn't change per episode. That is the number for the All Rise. Nate, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. You guys are the absolute best. I love each and every one of you guys. 5 likes away. Get those likes up, guys. Until next time, I will see you all again very, very soon. I am out. Adios, guys. Much love. I want to write today.